Welcoming all the lecture series of operating system. In this video, our students will explain about the what is the file accessing method in terms of an DT based approach. Already you know that what is a design thinking approach. Design thinking is a methodology to provide the solution based approach to the given problems. So here we are having a 5 steps of design thinking process. It is empathize, define, ideate, prototype and test. So the empathize means we have to as a user point of view we have to empathize. So what is that problem? Based upon the empathize we are going to define the problem. From the definition we are going to ideate what are all the challenges to implement that problem and what are all the methodologies to implement that problem. Next we have to prototype the given solution, and finally we are going to test your solutions based on the user inputs. So this is the design thinking based approach. In this lecture our students will explain the design thinking approach in terms of file accessing methods. So in the file accessing methods in operating system have a 3 types. One is a sequential access and indexed access and then direct access. So why we need accessing the method means to read or write the file efficiently we have to select the different types of accessing method, so based upon the application. So now our students will explain how that accessing method is done in the operating system.
Welcome to our journey through design thinking. Let's begin with the first stage, define. After gathering extensive user feedback, we analyze the real problem they face. It's clearly users want a data access solution that's not only reliable and fast, but also cost effective and easy to adapt to changing needs. Define. Speed, adapting and cost.
Digging deeper, we found the user often experienced delay with the retrieving specific data due to the adapted sequential access methods. It especially problematic when accessing a random data in points. Plus, with the frequent updates, the changes in the data, the current system become a sludging inefficiency. That is, pain points are delay and inefficiency.
Now comes the exciting part ideas. This is where we let creatively flow. Let's brainstorm potential solution without constraints. What if we enhance sequential access using smart cachings? Or better yet, we could implement hybrid access models like ISAM to merge the best of both sequential and random access. What wants an ideate or hybrid model and caching?
Exactly. ISAM or index sequential access method blends sequential and index access. This hybrid approach can intelligently switch strategies depending on types of data requests, making access faster and more efficient. ISAA, which means index sequential access.
We move on into the prototype phase. Here, we built an early version of a hybrid access model to demonstrate how it works. This includes a clean, innovative and user interface and backend logic automating of for speed, giving user a fine taste of the improved experience. The prototype is the hybrid access method.
To make this prototype meaningful, we simulate user behavior. We test it while reverse database that reflects real-world complexity, ensuring our model can handle dynamic, unpredictable demands. ISAM hybrid access.
Now it's time to test the solution. Real users interact with our prototype while we collect performance matrices like access, speed, accuracy, and satisfaction rating. The feedback is vital, refining the system further. Access, speed, user satisfaction.
Now we are going to see the access method in a design thinking framework, that is sequential, direct and ISM. That the design thinking is using is empathize, define, ideate, prototype and test.
How user interact with the systems from delays, the interact workflow to respective tasks that leads to a burnout. Empathy means moving behind starts. We asked what do users feel, whether their tools failed them, frustrated, stuck, overwhelmed. We created empathy maps to categorize by users says, think, do and feel. It gave a failed picture of their environment and pain point.
We shared as a user in a real time to understand their journey, where the friction is list and they try to work around system follows. Some users have built their own systems by limitations that should show their both urgencies to the process and their creativity. We discovered the silence problems, issues user did not complain about directly, but accept the part of the systems they are critical into.
On conclusion, I would like to conclude each and every topic once again. Define. With a wealth of user insight at our disposal, we now turn our attention to defining the core issues. Users are in search of a data access solution that is not only reliable but also efficient, striking the perfect balance between speed, adaptability and cost. Let's articulate the specific challenge that users face. Users encounter frustrating delays in data retrieval time, relying on sequential access for random data requests, or the frequent updates in data sets in current sequential access method. By clearly defining these pain points, we lay out a solid foundation for impactful solutions. Imagine enhancing sequential access with cutting edges catching mechanisms or developing hybrid models that sentimentally integrates both sequential and random access capabilities. We should also explore advancements in technologies that promise to lower cost and simplify the directories access methods. Imagine enhancing sequential access with cutting edges catching mechanism or developing hybrid models that seamlessly integrates both sequential and random access capabilities. We should also explore advancements in technologies that promise to lower cost and simplify the complexity association with the direct access methods and designing hybrid models, such as index sequential access method (ISAM), allows us to harness the best of both worlds, optimizing access strategies for maximum efficiency. Together, we can revolutionize how users access and engage with their data, driving efficiency and satisfaction to new heights.